Before we get into our main topic for today, this is really kicking off right now, and I'm interested to see what happens. Harry and Meghan, their Netflix documentary trail is ripped as a victimhood fest. Repulsive hypocrites. Here's a screenshot of the Netflix teaser getting ratioed or downvoted. Here we see 9,200 thumbs up and 30,000 thumbs down. So 9,200 versus 30,000. I'm told that this went as high as 14,000 likes and 92,000 dislikes before YouTube scrubbed off the dislikes and won't show them anymore. Here's some images from the trailer. They're black and white. It's love, love, love between them. These images are very carefully curated to show only what Meghan wants you to see. Harry was a whole lot more raw and real before Meghan. And that's why people loved the petulant prince so much. I think the public is not believing their narrative anymore. So happy. Black and white photos, and I believe they are separated. On to our main topic of the day. Ngozi Fulani, aka Marlene Headley. Her parents named her Marlene Headley, and it seems she changed her name. This is her on the left. The woman on the right is Lady Susan Hussey, aged 83. She looks great for 83, if you ask me. Look at how she's dressed. I was looking for a full head-to-toe picture, but this will have to do. She's wearing some kind of tooth necklace. She has a leopard print dress on. She has dreadlocks. She's wearing some kind of crown thing to keep her wig on her head. This is called representing. Literally everything about her screams, I'm African, I'm not European. Tooth necklace, that's not European. Leopards are only from Africa. Dreadlocks are typically worn by African origin people, and non-African origin people who adopt this hairstyle are accused of cultural appropriation. Here's Lady Susan Hussey. Can you spot any differences in the way Lady Hussey is dressed? This is feminine European dress. Here she's with the Queen, wearing a purple outfit. These two ladies are dressed very differently. Miss Ngozi Fulani wants you to notice that she is not European. This is a costume. She's representing her African heritage very, very loudly. And it is said that as much as 90% of communication is nonverbal. So Lady Hussey approached this very loudly communicating Ngozi Fulani, this Lady Marlene Headley. Lady Hussey approaching her is a great honor. Okay, the emissary of King Charles is speaking to her. What an amazing opportunity. This is allegedly the transcript of their conversation, which is apparently dictated by Miss Fulani, Marlene Headley, because she has like a photographic memory or something. Of this conversation, Miss Fulani said her Buckingham Palace reception was like an interrogation and that she felt forced to denounce her citizenship. Wow. Here's the conversation. Where are you from, Sister Space? No, where do you come from? We're based in Hackney. No, what part of Africa are you from? I don't know. They didn't leave any records. Now remember, Miss Fulani is very loudly advertising her African heritage. I find it very unlikely that she did not get her genetics checked to see where she is, actually from. I also am not sure I believe this transcript of the conversation. Well, you must know where you're from. I spent time in France. Where are you from? Here, UK. No, but what nationality are you? I'm born here and I'm British. It just goes on and on like this with Miss Fulani evading every question and pretending she's being mistreated. Frankly, Lady Hussey needed to simply walk away and avoid any further contact with Miss Fulani. 83-year-old Lady Hussey was forced to resign over this. I think the wrong people are offended. We, the normal people, need to be offended. We need to stop bending over backwards to accommodate every person who might claim to be offended. The latest offense is Balenciaga, where they're pushing bondage S on small children. How is this any different? It's not. It's all the same thing. Here's a quote from Isaiah 3, the Bible, verses 4 and 5. I will make mere youths their officials, Children will rule over them. People will oppress each other, man against man, neighbor against neighbor. The young will rise up against the old. And here's the kicker: the nobody against the honor. Miss Fulani is literally nobody, and she is abusing a very honored person, Lady Susan Hussey, a woman so honored and trusted that she sat by the Queen's side at Philip's funeral. Bending over backwards for those very emotionally damaged people is destroying Western civilization, and this needs to stop. You're offended? I don't care, and neither should you. Lady Hussey did nothing wrong. We need to stop this terrorism within our lands. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. You can find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Please like and share and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. So the big question on my mind is Marlene Headley, or Ngozi Fulani as she changed her name, and that is an African signal. She changed her name to a very African name to show you that she's African. Literally everything about her is saying, I'm African. So was she planted, and that's fine if you want to do that, but to be offended if people ask you if you're African, that's just weird. Was she planted by Meghan's people to cause a big hullabaloo? Because literally right now, Will and Kate are getting ready to do the Earthshot prize, which is a great thing. I mean, because our government sucks so bad right now. And it's just sucking all the air out of Will and Kate and the Earthshot prize, which Meghan is a very famous upstager. I mean, anything going on with the royals, you can be certain she's going to post something to upstage them, whether positive or negative, and upstaging is always negative. So was Marlene Headley planted by Meghan's people? City, Sun. Oh, we have a 2 hearts close relationship. Oh, there's the devil. But it's in hopes and fears. That's not a strong position. Marlene Headley, Ngozi Fulani, planted by Meghan's people. 8 clubs, the whole world, exposed to the whole world, and the close relationship, 10, 11. Okay, Ngozi Fulani has a close relationship with Meghan and Harry, and that's also alleged. And now she's strenuously denying that she is a supporter of Meghan and Harry. So this centerpiece says she is a big supporter of Meghan and Harry and is closely associated with them and has a good relationship with them over a long period of time and is very actively doing all she can to help them in everything. Roses, a virtue signal to the world, by direct action, and it's all a lie. And she wants to appear as the honest woman. It's very interesting that the devil is appearing next to the honest woman and the honest man. I can't say for sure. Let's read the sticks here. Let's do the sticks. Yes. No, yes, no. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Okay, that's clear. All right. Was Marlene Headley, Ngozi Fulani, planted by, was she like paid to do this? Was it suggested to her, go in there and make a big scene? Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee, blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for me a sinner, now at the hour of my death. What is your answer? Was she planted? Was she paid? Was it suggested to her? by Meghan's people, by Harry's people. And I actually think they're separate, so it would just be Meghan's people. Glory be to the Father, glory be to the Son, glory be to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, it is now, and forevermore shall be, world without end. We have a very tentative yes. So I'm not going to say that that's a yes, that they were just kind of coming together like this, but it didn't cross. Okay, and a better yes is like this. This is really clear no, and sometimes the sticks will do that just to show me very dramatically that they're saying very clearly yes or very clearly no. This was really unclear. So she is a supporter of Meghan and Harry. It's not clear. I don't think that they called her and said, hey, make a big stink and create a big problem. I think she was happy to do it for them. It's we're going to explore the veracity of her claims as we go, but I don't think they directly asked her to do that. They did not contact Marlene Headley, and directly ask her to do it. Let's look at Marlene Headley and Susan Hussey. Was Marlene Headley, Ngozi Fulani, was she actually offended at the time? Or did she gin this up later? Because, it's not like somebody tried to shoot her or stab her or threw acid on her, which is happening very frequently in London right now because, guns are so dangerous, so they don't have any, so they literally throw acid in your face. I think someone throwing acid in someone's face, that person should face the death penalty. Okay, that's so much worse than shooting, stabbing, or anything else. So anyway, Marlene Headley, was she actually offended? Marlene, or Ngozi, and Lady Hussey. Oof. Oh, there it is. It's all on the bottom. Oh my, I didn't have you. Gotta pay attention here. So poor I can't even pay attention. Sorry you didn't see that. Okay, so we've got the 5 cards. Okay, so underneath, again, the story's kind of being told underneath. Not part of the foundation, not part of the inheritance. Big change, not part of the inheritance. And separated from the woman. So here she's realizing that she can claim that she's like being discriminated against. That's what that says. What do we have over here? Ngozi Fulani. Over a long period of time, she's secretly looking for this all the time. 5 diamonds. This is what she does. 22. Whenever she's interacting with anybody, she is looking for ways that she can claim to be offended. So at the time, no, but this is what she does. This is her, this is how she gets through life, pretending to be offended. That's how she gets through life. Falling on the ground like a small child, kicking her legs and screaming that she's offended. That's how she gets through life. And that is theft. That is not legitimate work. That is theft, in my opinion. So 5 clubs, 6 hearts. This is Lady Hussey, very emotional about this relationship and how it went. 11:21. She's very, very upset about it. She was upset at the time. So this is at the time. So this is her thing. Marlene Headley, this is what she does. She just goes around being offended. And she's always doing this. So at the time, she was not actually offended, but she realized what a great opportunity. The higher the prize, if she could have done that to Camilla, that would be even better. Okay, but she got a Lady Hussey instead, and that's pretty close to the top. I think she was really looking for an opportunity. 9 clubs, yeah, to broadcast it in front of all the people. Yeah, so at the time she was not offended, but this is her shtick. This is what she does, and she does it all the time. She's like a very poisonous snake. and she's looking to bite anybody, anytime. And the more important you are, like if you're nobody, if you're like a homeless person walking down the street, what kind of a target do you make? You're a crappy target. It doesn't pay anything for her. So is her story, is Marlene Headley, Ngozi Fulani, is her story embellished? Is this what really happened? How much untruth is there in it? Because, there's this lady, Meghan Markle, who was actually called out for these untruths. But people, at Ngozi Fulani's level, they don't generally get called out. So they can really be disingenuous and just straight up lie to your face. And nobody's going to call them out because they're just not that important. Did she embellish her story? Is it really true what she says happened? On the surface, just looking at how red these cards, I'm going to say mostly true. What do we got here? Magi. Magi is a manifester outside 22 to all the people. She is, that's very interesting. She's manifesting this story. She is, the events did happen, but her recounting of it is a manifestation. Because the Magi is a magician, sleight of hand. Where's the coin? Oh, it's not in my hand, it's in my pocket, like that. She's making, somebody was saying it's a mountain made out of a molehill. That's what she did. She made a mountain out of a molehill. It didn't really happen like that. She wasn't offended. It was really just, she just manifested it out of the ether, exposing it to all the people and creating conflict. And the woman, she wants money. She wants everything. She wants it all. 30, money. This is her grift. This is how she makes her living. So it doesn't say that the details, that she falsified the details, which we're going to look at next. Because I'm going to ask, will witnesses come forward disputing her specific claims that she said this, she said that? Because she put out a whole transcript of this is what was said. Well, maybe that is what was said, maybe it wasn't. And when I read it to you, I'm like, I don't even believe that this is what was said. So this doesn't say that she embellished specific points. It says that the entire thing is just made up, the entire thing. Okay, so she wasn't offended at the time, and the whole circumstance, the whole premise of what we're seeing is kind of made up. Will witnesses come forward disputing Marlene Headley's claims, Ngozi Fulani? Will they come forward and say, no, that's not what was said. No, I was standing right there. I saw the whole thing. And they might even have videotape because it's such an important event. On the other hand, they may not have allowed anyone to keep their phone with them because it's such an important event. Will witnesses come forward disputing her claims? Let's see. Ngozi Fulani. Lovers cross. People are really rallying support to her in reaction. Wow. 12-14. This is very strong, this claiming of victimhood. Look at Juicy Smollett. It was all falsified. This is MAGA country. Chicago's MAGA country. They threw bleach on him and then put a noose around his neck. And there's film footage, and it was two black guys, and none of it happened. And Chicago is definitely not MAGA country. If you want to get murdered just randomly, go visit certain parts of Chicago, and the likelihood of that is very highly likely. And the mayor is a black female, so that is definitely not MAGA country. And there's time after time after time, people keep creating these false circumstances. But there's a lot of support for this. A lot of support for this narrative currently. A lot of support for this narrative currently in society. The whole culture, 9 Clubs, 6 Hearts, the structure of the culture and the people is supporting this now, and all the people have to rally around this. So even false claims,
are believed. And I'm not saying, my cards are saying that it's not completely true and it's kind of made up, but whether it's true or not, it's going to be supported. 4 spades, 9 diamonds. Secrets will be revealed eventually. So she's in such a strong position. This grift is so strong right up front. I'm oppressed. I'm a victim. And that's why Meghan is doing it. It's so strong right out of the gate that it's really hard to counteract it. But eventually, people will start pushing back. But it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while before people start pushing back. And it's interesting, 2 9s are on the end, and we have 6s in the middle. 9s are almost completed. So 18 and 12, 20, 34. 32 is 8 spades, 9 diamonds. Communication. So it's going to come out via social media, which it's easier. It's not like it's just one person here and one person there. It's not like somebody's going to stand up and be a hero and protect Lady Hussey. Because even the royal family didn't do that. And it's interesting how easily the royal family just folded, and this very valuable person, Lady Hussey, is just tossed aside and canceled just like that. And I hope that they bring her back and say, look, this is just too much. Because they do bring people back. Even Andrew, I think he had a chance. If he didn't screw up, he had a chance to come back. And maybe Harry, boy, what a screw up. Maybe even he has a chance to come back. So I don't know. So let's review. Did they directly contact Marlene Headley, Ngozi Fulani, and say, hey, it would be great if you did this? No, I don't see that. And my sticks don't see that. Was Marlene Headley really offended at the time? No, she realized it was a great opportunity. And she's always looking for this grift. Did she embellish her story later? The cards say the entire thing is embellished, and it didn't point at, adding specific words in there. And I hope that people can pick it apart that way. And witnesses are actually literally afraid. This is, people are always screaming about fascism. This is literal fascism. People are afraid. This is wrong think. To go against this is wrong think. And people are afraid. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Please like and subscribe.